Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're exploring something really quite transformative, I think, especially for anyone looking for healing, maybe deeper self-acceptance.
Right.
Particularly if you're, dealing with old emotional wounds, maybe stuff from childhood that just lingers.
These are those things that stick around.
Exactly. We're diving into Louise Hay's mirror work, a journey to self-love and healing. And our goal today is really to see how this, seemingly simple practice might be a real path to healing those deeper hurts.
And what's so powerful about Louise Hay's whole approach is her core idea that basically almost all our problems, difficult relationships, anxiety, that feeling of not being good enough, it stems from not loving ourselves.
Well, lack of self-love is the root.
Exactly. And she says healing, well, it starts right there, the moment you actually start to love the person looking back at you in the mirror. It's very direct.
Okay, so let's unpack that. How does this actually work, like in practice? Because mirror work isn't just staring at yourself, right?
No, not at all. It's a daily thing, a commitment, really.
Yeah.
To look yourself in the eye and affirm your worth, your truth.
Your beauty, even.
Yes. And she sets it up as this 21-day journey. Each day has themes, affirmations, things like, I am willing to change, or I am enough. Powerful stuff.
I deserve love. That one's big. But, for someone listening who might feel a bit skeptical, how does just saying words to a mirror start to, rewire beliefs? Is there something specific going on?
That's a really good question, because it does sound simple. But Louise emphasizes the mirror isn't just glass. It's like a direct line, almost, to your subconscious. It kind of bypasses our usual mental chatter, our defenses.
Okay.
So when you say these affirmations, looking right into your own eyes, you're not just talking, you're confronting that inner part of you, the one holding on to the old stories, the not good enoughs.
It's the stuff we learned as kids.
Exactly. And that direct visual, plus the verbal input, repeated over time, it creates this feedback loop. It's almost like a cognitive behavioral technique in a way. Some neuroscience even suggests focused self-affirmation can stimulate pathways linked to, feeling better, basically, regulating emotions. It helps rewire how you talk to yourself internally.
Right. That rewiring idea, it leads straight to what she calls reparenting ourselves, which sounds huge, especially if you're carrying really deep childhood wounds. How does the mirror help with that specifically, taking on that role for your inner child?
Yeah, and this is where it gets really compassionate. Hay understood that inside us, there's often this wounded inner child, right? The part that soaked up beliefs like I wasn't good enough or I wasn't safe or loved. Mirror work guides you to connect with that part, to actually see that little boy or girl in the mirror. And you talk to them, maybe even using their childhood name, with real tenderness, things they needed to hear.
Like what?
Things like, I love you. Or, I'm here now. I won't leave you again. You are safe now. It's about giving that younger self the unconditional love and safety they maybe never got.
Wow.
It's incredibly powerful for dismantling those old feelings, the guilt, the shame we picked up. You're becoming the loving parent you needed.
So what happens when people stick with this? What kind of changes do they actually see? It feels like it could really challenge that inner critic we all have.
Oh, the transformations people report are often profound, really. We're talking about more emotional confidence, a genuine inner peace, a real increase in self-worth.
That sounds amazing.
And crucially, people talk about deep healing from past trauma, from childhood stuff, and it even changes their relationships with others, makes them healthier. It's easy to just call it positive thinking, but
it's more than that.
It seems to be. What Hay saw and what people experience is that this consistent, loving attention starts to, disarm that inner critic. If you keep telling yourself with conviction, looking in your own eyes, that you're okay, that you're loved, eventually some part of you starts to believe it.
Like gentle persistence.
Exactly. It reminds you, you aren't your wounds. You aren't just your past. You're the one here now who can heal it just by looking with love.
So for everyone listening, what's the takeaway here? Louise Hay had this challenge, didn't she? It really hits home.
She did.
She said something like, you've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens.
It's so direct, isn't it? Yeah. And I think what really stands out is this. Real healing often starts not by doing more, but by loving what's already there.